you to the class of 2018's commencement ceremony. On behalf of my fellow graduates who have worked so hard to be here tonight, we request that you help make our graduation ceremony a dignified and prestigious event for us to always remember by keeping your recognition to a respectful applause only. Every senior about to enter the auditorium wants to hear their full name announced tonight without interruption or excessive applause from the audience. In addition, everyone would like the opportunity to have a video memento of tonight's ceremony without audience members shouting, whistling, yelling, or using loud noisemakers in the background. We are just as excited and proud of our accomplishments as each of you are, and we want to celebrate our graduation with you after the ceremony. As a class, we have discussed what we want our memories of tonight's ceremony to be like, rehearsed the formal traditions of the commencement ceremony, and we respectfully request that each friend and family member in attendance tonight help keep our ceremony formal and dignified so that we may cherish it forever. On behalf of the class of 2018, we thank you in advance for your support of our wishes and greatly appreciate your cooperation by applauding only during designated times in the ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remove your head coverings for our national anthem.
Good evening. Welcome to the 68th commencement of Fitzgerald High School. As the principal, I am honored to be hosting this evening's ceremony. Thank you to the senior choir and Mr. Brooks for performing our country's national anthem. As always, you did an amazing job. On stage this evening are members of the Board of Education. Members of the board, as I introduce you, please stand to be recognized. Lori Eastman-Dreyer, Secretary. Judy Fergal, Treasurer. Randy Meisner, Trustee. Julie Yokel, Trustee. We are also joined on stage by our Superintendent of Schools, Ms. Lori Fournier, our Director of Academic Services, Ms. Kimberly Serini, and tonight's keynote speaker, Mrs. Sarah Sonnenfeld. At this time, I would like to welcome Superintendent Fournier to the podium, who will address this year's graduating class.
Thank you. Graduates, you may be seated. That was my gift to you. So good evening, parents, family, friends, staff, Board of Education members, and most importantly, you, the graduating class of 2018. Every graduate in this room has worked hard, conquered obstacles, have overcome challenges, and possibly made sacrifices to be here this evening. We are so proud of you. You've proved through your resiliency that adversity would not define you, but shape your pain to achievement. As your superintendent, I am truly excited and honored to join you in celebrating our graduates this evening and share some reflections as you begin your new adventure. Because after all, the word commencement means it's a beginning. This evening is your kickoff to life beyond high school. Growing up in Warren myself, I graduated right from this stage, from Fitzgerald. This district and high school allowed me many opportunities that helped me shape into the person I am today. And no, I will not divulge what year I graduated. Let me just say that it was somewhere between Michael Jackson's release of Thriller and the creation of Facebook. So all joking aside, it is my hope that each of you leave Fitzgerald confident with the tools and skills to carry you throughout your adventure. I hope that Fitzgerald sparked a lifelong curiosity about learning that you will carry with you on your journey forward. Today you will receive your diploma, which is an amazing opportunity that will open many doors for you in years to come. Whether you're heading to college, starting your first job, going into the military, or whatever you choose comes next, before you head out into this world beyond Fitzgerald, I want you to remember one thing: embrace opportunity. Harry S. Truman once said, "A pessimist is one who makes difficulties his opportunities, and an optimist is one who makes opportunities of his difficulties." When you step onto a college campus this fall or begin your first job, make this a reminder to welcome every challenge and opportunity with an open mind. I challenge you to take a leap, try something different, and push yourself outside your comfort zone. Shift your mindset to learn something new about yourself. Shifting your mindset may be uncomfortable, but it will be necessary for you to learn and grow. Any opportunity you experience will teach you something about yourself that you didn't already know. Opportunities offer you more than you had the day before. Opportunities can inspire you to continue to grasp whatever challenge or experience comes your way. So embrace this time, embrace the possibilities, embrace wanting better for yourself, and embrace opportunity. Graduates, again, I am very proud of you. I wish you all the best and look forward to hearing or reading what wonderful opportunities have been afforded you and your successes in years to come. Congratulations to the parents again, friends, Fitzgerald staff, and again, the class of 2018. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce to the podium this evening the class of 2018's valedictorian, Afsana Rahman, who will address the class.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, teachers, students, and most of all, the graduating class of 2018. I am absolutely honored to be standing here representing the class of 2018 with the title of valedictorian on this special occasion. On behalf of all the graduates, I would like to thank you all for joining us on this memorable night. Throughout my 4 years in high school, I have taken an abundance of difficult courses and put in extreme effort to do well and succeed in those classes. To me, that is what academic success is. It means putting all your will and effort into something and trying to succeed within that. It means taking challenges, no matter how difficult they may be, and pushing yourself to exceed the limits. It means giving yourself a pat in the back and being proud of how far you got. Succeeding in academics has allowed me to learn and flourish into who I am today. As the daughter of an immigrant, academic success has allowed me to make my parents proud and thank them for everything they have done for me. It shows them that their sacrifice is worth it. Academic achievement and succeeding in general is such an important goal for the class of 2018 because it allows us all to prosper and be determined in everything we put our heart and mind to. It's a stepping stone into creating a better future by making sure all of our dreams soon become a reality. Christopher Reeve once said, "So many of our dreams seem impossible, then they seem improbable, and then, when we summon the will, they soon become inevitable." Even if the road was difficult, we all summoned the will and made this all possible. The class of 2018 is graduating with many accomplishments, an abundance of community service hours, and with the dream of succeeding. The 4 years that I have spent at Fitzgerald Senior High School has allowed me to meet amazing people and played a key role in preparing the graduates and I for the future by teaching us how to take on a leadership role and create a network that will be beneficial to us. All my expectations were exceeded by being introduced to a caring community filled with diversity, individuality, and differences. These experiences taught me to always take chances, even if I am uncertain of the outcomes. This is such an important lesson, because in life, there will be many obstacles that I will eventually have to go through to reach my desired destination. My time at Fitzgerald has taught me to be determined and to strive for what I believe in, no matter how difficult the path may be. I would like to conclude this by saying, this may be the end of one journey, but it is the beginning of another. As life goes on, don't forget who you are and what your dreams are. We are the next generation of doctors, engineers, politicians, military, skilled trade workers, and many other important careers. No matter which path you choose, remember that you are always making an impact in the world. You got this far, and you can go even farther. Thank your parents, mentors, and everyone who has guided you and helped you to become the person you are today. Graduates of 2018, congratulations. We are the new generation of success.
Sharing your words of wisdom this evening. At Fitzgerald High School, we honor a tradition of the staff selecting a representative of the graduating class to address his or her peers. This evening, it gives me great pleasure to welcome to the podium Miss Janie Brewer.
It gives me great pleasure to welcome all our guests here today. Our parents, grandparents, siblings, friends, and relatives who have cheered us on the entire way. Speaking on behalf of my fellow graduates, we thank you. This journey was tough, and without your love and support, it would be impossible. Well, class of 2018, we did it. We accomplished the first milestone of our lives, high school graduation. 4 short years ago, we started this journey with shaking hands, but an open mind. And so much has led to this moment. I am honored to be speaking in front of you today. As many of you know, this past summer and fall, I've had the opportunity with traveling with our very own girls varsity basketball team. I know, with my built and shape, I wasn't made to shoot threes, or even twos. Heck, if I got playing time, my parents were impressed. The verdict is still out whether I was actually athletic enough to be on the team. Okay, jokes aside, if you were to ask me what my biggest challenge senior year was, I would say taking a chance at something I never dreamt of trying. There was 11 seconds left on the clock, and I was put in the game and told, take the shot, even knowing that ball wasn't going in. I learned to hold my breath and simply shoot. These are the final seconds of our high school career. Seniors, it's now time to take that shot. New and different experiences will arise. Doors will open. We don't have to be scared of what's on the other side. When the door opened for me to join the basketball team with no previous experience, of course, I didn't want to take that chance. But knowing what I know now, we must open every door possible. Take chances. If we have proved anything as a class, it is that instilled in each and every one of us is a fire, a passion. I call that our Spartan pride. The teachers and staff here at Fitzgerald have given us the foundation to do something great with our lives. So, this is the beginning. I challenge you graduates to do one new positive thing a day. It can be as simple as saying hi to a person as you walk by, or buying lunch for the person behind you in line. We can change lives meet new people, and share our Spartan pride. Family, friends, and Fitzgerald staff, you've been here to watch our journey play out. Join us in celebrating our legacy, and I know if we all do one positive thing a day, we will be rewarded as if we were taking that winning shot.
Thank you, Janie. Your memories of your time here at Fitzgerald are heartwarming and inspiring for the future. And this time, I would like to welcome senior class representative, Ms. Santina Zito, to the podium to introduce tonight's keynote speakers.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, someone who demonstrates commitment, strength, positivity, and kindness throughout Fitzgerald High School every day. Mrs. Sarah Sonnenfeld has been a staff member at Fitzgerald for 15 years. She graduated from Grand Valley State University in 2003, where she double majored in history and social studies and minored in health. Mrs. Sonnenfeld then received her master's at Saginaw Valley State University for educational leadership. She has been teaching history and economics since 2003. In addition, she created a leadership class that allows students to become more comfortable with themselves, and in turn, become able to positively lead others. Through this class, students learn important lessons to change us, both ourselves and the world around us. For example, one lesson that stood out to me was that we are constantly being interviewed, and first impressions are key. When asked about her as a teacher, past and present students unanimously replied that Mrs. Sonnenfeld is a role model, shows pride in her work, and reflects her positive attitude throughout the school. No matter what is happening in the students' lives, they feel Mrs. Sonnenfeld truly cares about them. Mrs. Sonnenfeld is one of the teachers you can go to if you are having trouble with anything, because she will bring out the light in you. With no surprise, Mrs. Sonnenfeld was chosen by the Fitzgerald staff as the Teacher of the Year for the 2017-2018 school year. Senior Student Council President, Janie Brewer states, Mrs. Sonnenfeld taught us to share our talents with those around us in order to make a positive change in our community. I've learned that with one small effort, we can make a difference, and Mrs. Sunny has taught me that. Also, she welcomes us with open arms in her classroom. Mrs. Sonnenfeld's favorite quote is, "Be the change you want to see in the world," by Mahatma Gandhi. Mrs. Sonnenfeld is a change in our world by showing us that we can always find positivity in any situation. Therefore, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you our class speaker, Mrs. Sarah Sonnenfeld.
Goal accomplished. You all look great tonight, folks. I think you all collectively have the same good thing today, so I'm not even going to ask. Okay? All right, here we go, 18. Good evening, and thank you, Fitzgerald Board of Education, Fitzgerald staff, parents, family members, friends, honored special guests of the graduates, and of course, my sincerest gratitude to the Fitzgerald class of 2018 for allowing me the opportunity to speak with you tonight. Tonight is a big day. It's the day. It's the littest day of the year. It has taken you roughly 6,570 days to get to this day, regardless of the time you have been waiting for this moment. It is really about what you have chosen to do with the time that you have been provided. It is the steps that you have taken that have brought you to this big day and will bring you to all the big days to come. Not just time. See, time is a funny thing because we like to think it flies when we're having fun. However, the clock ticks at the same pace day in and day out. What if we worried less about time passing and more about the steps we took to make the most of that time? So tonight I would like to speak with you about your next steps, for it is your steps that will move you forward to all the rest of your big days. One more quick story here. Ethan, can we do one more story? You know I love my stories. I heard you first semester leadership, yes. All right, story time. So it will be 20 years ago tomorrow that in 1998, like you, I put my cap and gown on to graduate from another FHS, Fraser High School. Go Ramblers!
Go Ramblers!
I had done everything I needed to do to be prepared for that day. I had a white dress to go under my white robe and appropriately colored shoes. We got to Macomb Community College Fieldhouse on time. I found my friend Jen that I had planned to walk with, and we were good to go. The class of 98 lined up and prepared to take our at least 200-yard voyage to our seats, and then across the coveted stage to get the diploma. As the line of students started to move, the butterflies in my stomach started fluttering, and I couldn't help but think about the time it took us to get here. I had visions of kindergarten and school dances and test dressing, all of it, the good and the not so good. And then it happened. My friend Jen completely froze with a permagrin like this. Now, I gotta rewind here really quick because Jen would get these random back spasms that would prevent her from walking for up to an hour. We did not have an hour. As soon as I saw her permagrin, I knew, so I frantically started asking her questions. Do you need to sit? Do you need a pillow? Do you need to get your mom? Do you need me to carry you? What do you need? What do you need? All of this as the moment was upon us to walk. My classmates behind us were getting impatient. I didn't know what to do besides say, Jen, you better just tell your back to stop, which she didn't appreciate. But Jen had made a choice, a painful one. She grabbed my hand and pushed down on it as if to use my hand as a cane, and we started waddling down the aisle like this. Not one of my better moments. Okay, so the pace was slow and steady, and out of sympathy, I was walking just like Jen. We looked like two really happy albino penguins. And in that moment, it wasn't about the time it took us to get to our seats. It was all about the steps that we took. Jen let go of my hand about 100 yards in. We made it. She made it. Jen and I looked back at the path that we just walked in, and she smiled. And her smile said something to the effect of, wow, I made it. What's next? Of all the things that happened on that day is the fact that Jen chose to move forward despite her pain that will always stay with me. I've had countless conversations with many of you over the past few years about how to know if you're making the right choice in your next steps. Here's a secret you don't know, and sometimes that's the best part. All you can do is keep moving forward and learn from every experience that comes your way. See, experience will always be the best teacher. And the more you keep moving, the more experiences you will have. And the more that you will begin to trust your steps. And as a guide along your journey, you can break it down to 3 simple questions that you learned back in elementary school. Why, what, and who? Let's look at who first. So the first question, who? Who are you surrounding yourself with? Are the people that are a part of your journey pushing you forward or holding you back? Be honest with yourself and remember that the journey is not about the time, it's about making the most of the time. When you look back on this big day, more than likely it's the people in this room that will be with you on your path. It could be even the person that's sitting to the right or to the left of you that will help you get through the pain. Find your team. Find your canes that will challenge you to be the best version of you. Miss Mulligan once told me, you can't soar like an eagle if you're hanging with the turkeys. Thank you for that, Miss Mulligan. So find those eagles that will help you to fly above the storms. And don't forget to thank those that are the wind beneath your wings. Second question, what? What are you going to do now? Well, I'll tell you, you'll sit here for a little bit longer, listen to some more words of wisdom, then you'll get your diploma folder, then you'll see some baby pictures, your mom's going to cry, your dad's going to say that he's not crying, he's going to say, oh, I had something in my eye, but he's really crying, okay? And then you'll go to get your real diploma, and then you're going to head out of here and hopefully get a really good meal, because I know you're all starving, sitting here wishing you would have ate something, you would have listened to your mom in the first place, okay? You're right, okay. But tomorrow is up to you. I did a highly scientific Facebook poll of my fellow 98 Fraser High School grads and asked them what they would have said to themselves on graduation day. And they replied with things like, trust your gut, mistakes will help you grow. There was a lot of wear sunscreens in there too. But one of my favorite suggestions one of the best suggestions was to be an expert in something. An expert isn't necessarily someone that may have a degree or a specific certification in an area. An expert is someone who has tried and failed countless times in an area, that has learned from all those mistakes and shares those lessons with the world. Never stop learning, because life will never stop teaching. You can plan a timeline all you want, and having a plan is a great plan. However, sometimes the universe will laugh at your plan, and the quicker you learn to laugh at the universe, the quicker you will learn to simply enjoy the ride. You can plan when things will happen all you want, but it is really about the steps you're taking that will get you there. I couldn't have foreseen that Jen would freeze on graduation day, but we still laugh about it today, and it was the inspiration behind the speech, so thank you, Jen's back. Sometimes the best adventures come from life's unplanned moments. The third and final question, why? Why is always the most important question. What is your driving force, your purpose? Mark Twain once said that the two most important days in your life are the days that you're born and the day you figure out why. Some may say it could be your purpose. It's the people in your life. Some people might say, oh, it's all about the Benjamins, baby. But sometimes you have to flip a question. Maybe the question should not be why, but why not? Why not go for it? Why not take that perhaps first painful step? Why not reach out and grab a friend's hand for help? Why not believe in you? If you walk in the footprints of others, you won't make your own. So allow your steps on the map of your life to help you to learn, to grow, to help. And when you think you've made it, go somewhere else. When you fall, in the words of your class song, rise up and don't fear those next steps. We don't fear the unknown, we fear what we think about the unknown. It is my hope that 20 years from now you'll look back at your steps and smile as if to say, wow, I made it. What's next? So charge your next steps, enjoy them, learn from them, and don't forget that you get to choose them. 18, it has been a gift to share my step with yours. You've helped me become a better person, a better teacher, and I hope that your next steps bring you closer to a good night, a good life. Thank you and good evening.
On behalf of our class of 2018, we present you a video that we created, where each senior has recorded a special message of thanks to you. We hope you treasure this gift as much as we treasure having you as a teacher. The video is half an hour long, so we will have time to show it. We hope you take it home and enjoy it. Also, we present you a megaphone signed by each senior. This megaphone is a symbol of your high-spirited personality and enthusiasm for our school.
Thank you, Mrs. Sonnenfeld. The megaphone is a great gift for Mrs. Sonnenfeld because Mrs. Sonnenfeld has been your guys' biggest cheerleader. Sorry to Mr. Sonnenfeld, who's going to have to deal with that. Reflecting back on the last 4 years with these students, it's very hard to put into words how proud of them I really am, and also how proud I am of Fitzgerald High School. This is a place where all students fit in. They fit in because they all have something in common. This is our home away from home. It's the place that brings us together. The diverse community where all are welcome and accepted. Our love and belief in our school is apparent in everything we do. Throughout the year, our seniors have been recognized for their capabilities and talents in the areas of academic achievements, leadership roles, club participation, music, theater, individual and team sports, and vocational skills. Please join me in recognizing those students with a large round of applause. The National National Honor Society is a very prestigious organization which honors selected students for their outstanding combination of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. The senior members of NHS are wearing light blue stoles and should stand to be recognized with a round of applause. The National Technical Honor Society is a very prestigious organization which honors the achievements of top students in career technical educational programs. Students are selected for both achievement and leadership in CTE programs. The senior members of NTHS are wearing white stoles and/or white and purple honor cords and should stand to be recognized with a round of applause. And lastly, at Fitzgerald, a student is recognized by graduating with honor if he or she has maintained a B or 3.0 average or higher for all 4 years. In your program, the seniors graduating with honor are listed in 3 categories. Honors, 3.0 to 3.49, high honors, 3.5 to 3.74, and highest honors, 3.75 to 4.0. Students, will you please stand when your category is called, face the audience, and receive recognition and applause for your outstanding achievement. Students graduating with honors, 3.0 to 3.49, please stand to be recognized by a round of applause. Thank you. Students graduating with high honors, 3.5 to 3.74, please stand to be recognized by a round of applause. And the students graduating with highest honors, 3.75 to 4.0, please stand to be recognized. Congratulations. Tonight I also have the privilege of introducing to you the senior of the class of 2018 who has earned the highest academic distinction Fitzgerald High School has to offer. This young woman has demonstrated unwavering dedication to achieving academic excellence, and I am proud to introduce 2018's valedictorian. Afsana Rahman, please join me on students to receive your medal. Congratulations. Many of you will leave Fitzgerald High School in pursuit of your dreams to further your education. At this time, we would like to recognize the seniors who will be attending a 4-year university in the fall by asking them to stand and be recognized by a round of applause. We would also like to recognize the graduates who will be pursuing a 2-year degree at a college or technical school by asking them to stand and be recognized by a round of applause. Many of our graduates will be entering the workforce as full-time employees this fall. We would also like to recognize those graduates who will pursue a full-time job by asking them to stand and be recognized by a round of applause. Don't rush it. We would also like to recognize those graduates who will be entering a branch of the military in the fall by asking them to stand to be recognized. Thank you. In a moment, we will begin the presentation of diplomas. We ask that you not come down the aisles where the graduates are seated to take pictures, as DVDs and professional photographs of each graduate can be purchased in the auditory lobby right after the ceremony. If you have not already done so, I would ask again that cell phones be silent so that all students' names can be heard. I'd like to remind you, this ceremony is a joyous and dignified occasion. In order for every family to hear their son or daughter's name, I ask that you hold your applause until each graduate has received their diploma. As a parent myself, I know that you are as proud and elated of your student as I am, and I understand that you have a strong desire to express the happiness as your child's name is called. However, clapping, shouting, and whistling during the announcement of names prevents parents from hearing their child's name and will take away from the formal traditions of our ceremony. I ask that you please assist me in upholding this tradition in upholding the tradition and expectation of dignity and respect to hold the applause until all members of the graduating class have gone through. I thank you for following these guidelines during the awarding of diplomas. After the very last diploma has been distributed, I will return to the podium and join you in congratulating the entire class of 2018. Michigan Works Youth Director Tammy Fidley and Fitzgerald High School Success Coach Melissa Kiger will announce the names of the graduates. The Fitzgerald Board of Education will award the diplomas. To Ms. Fournier and the members of the Board of Education, the seniors gathered before you this evening have completed the requirements for graduation as specified by the state of Michigan, and the North Central Accreditation Association, and the Fitzgerald Board of Education. I recommend these students are awarded their high school diplomas.
Amen.
Lucinda Eleanor Sutliff.
Gabriella Marie Carter.
Alyssa Marie Johnston.
Afsana Rahman.
Borhador Roman Pavel.
Famida Sikdar.
Amran Rabi.
Michaela Ann Hampton.
Deepa Hall.
Jamie Elizabeth Brewer.
Pushpita Destidar.
Santina Mary Zita.
Nate Raisa Mary Mabro.
Amanda Jamaica Griggs.
Tamina Islam.
Rayvon Terrell Otis.
Talima Beagle.
Monet Dejanay Butler.
Zohira Fatima Rahman.
Humaira Ahmed.
Tanya Perdusi.
Juliet Goyer Lee.
Garjana Lavu.
Brittany Ann Crane.
Samra Roy.
Caitlin Nicole Spiker Hall.
Sydney Patrice Webster Foster.
Amina Mia.
Melita Love Grace Brown.
Josiah McDonald.
Juliana Marie Shelnut.
Raquel Irene Solti.
Manjara Mbaki.
Ashley Marie Hanks.
Jada Aisha Johnson.
Calvin Ryan Joseph Carlini.
Kelsey Joan Knight.
Mariah Lynette Wilkins.
Courtney Ann Elizabeth Hobson.
LaMonica Chastity Dominique Bradford.
Brandon Timothy Jameson.
Naisha Renee Brown.
Alexander Justin Hilla.
Andy Abi Kyriakis.
Andrew Stanley Johnson.
Desiree Marie Lesh.
Drew Anthony Finney.
Enrique Armand Osario.
Jarek Isaiah Hunter.
Destiny Marie Origel.
Curtis Otis Jackson Jr.
Callie Faye Lay.
Jalen Kevon Robinson.
Joseph Jean Baptiste.
Darius Moran Davis Jefferson.
Alexander Ford Pickering.
Kevin Jarrett Crockey.
Jackie Lane Phillips.
Caleb Daniel Haberett.
Frank Richard Wolf IV.
Kyle Thomas Cook.
Charles Anthony Brock.
Noah Wolf Webster.
Destine Grace Hughes.
Shayak Capelli.
Courtney Curita Cooper.
Jakari Amante Hall.
Aldenair Jimmy Suggs.
Olfat Malik Chowdhury.
Kelsey Renee Stokes.
Kyle Chris Odish.
Mahador Rahman Chowdhury.
Jose Amazola Carlton.
Andre Adris Biliana.
Stephen Ray Dunmeyer.
Denise Marie Lee.
Haley Renee Marofsky.
Jacob Matthew Beswick.
Asia Marie Jones.
Brandon Marcel Saxon.
Javarius Karan Sydney.
Chinesa Cherry Washington.
Jameer Rakeem Myers.
Sabit Ahmed.
Monica Eileen Harris.
Nasreen Hawk.
Melanie Lisbeth Rubicala.
MD Hamid Hussein Khan.
Ariel Liquinel Martin.
Shima Begum.
Shanoa Janice Thompson.
Ume Nazhat Tunju.
Cassandra Daisy Bunch.
Taznima Begum Sati.
Alyssa Marie Lynn Mickett.
Sajidu Haq Iman.
Brandon Scott Dunker.
Safi Alam.
Xavier Morris Evans Jr.
Saki Chowdhury.
Destiny Simone Sears.
Abdul Musin Shurkar.
Destiny Latanya Pack.
Deshaun Sears.
Brendan Dominic Bruni.
Trevor Joseph Stanichek.
Tristan Scott Cummins.
Nina Adnan Abbas.
Shane Austin Wilson Jr.
Tia Kailichi Irene Searcy.
Joseph Henry Hardwick.
Ivan Cordell Teague.
Felice Danae Martin.
Maisha Nijay Brown.
Nicole Monet Jones.
Donnie Deontay Robinson.
Norio Stevens Jr.
Nicola Marcel Logan.
Millie Uden.
Dion Shaheen Garner.
Kayla Christy Gerard.
Jonte Aaron Michael Hall.
Hannah Stacy Harvey.
Giovanni Jovan Spalding.
Eric Jermaine Cartwright.
Alyssa Dejana Alexis Whitted.
Adrian Liddell Randolph.
Tamia Lanice Pritchett.
Taspia Yasmin Christie.
Nautica LaShawn Wells.
Asha Minato Jabel.
Marlena Antoinette Ruffin.
Diamond Dejanay Anderson.
Tyria Charlotta Chappell.
Sama Mahmoud Fadil Alahi.
Logan Michael Spiker Hall.
Anthony Deshaun Harris Jr.
Keontae Quintez Thomas.
Elijah Wan Khalid Kareem Neville.
Cornell Nykree McCraney.
Musa Ahmed.
Lamia Chardonnay Marzette.
Abdul Al-Amin.
Abid Mohammed.
Khalid Hassan Khan.
Kevin William Rogers II.
Kumai Mahi Rahman.
Austin Gabriel Dominguez.
Armando Rahman.
Abdul Dani Guyan.
Saeed Ahmed Chowdhury.
Colton Ray Freshout.
Saeed Ashfaq.
Tylin Overholt.
Abid Ahmed.
Jomo Deontay Mason.
Angela Warda.
Christopher Brian Arndt Jr.
Maya Alexandra Jordan.
Abdullah Al Maksoud.
Ariel Monet Lee.
Juwan Andrew Frank Wells.
Charnithia Sintez Mitchell.
Savannah Lynn Shorty.
Tatiana Danielle Rogers.
Gabrielle Juliette Crosley.
Victoria Jacquees Burgess.
Carl Jossie Petway.
Derek Greer II.
Hanif Damone Minus Jr.
Shayla Lockhart.
Imani Ayana Yasmin Harvey.
Martez Deontay Nelson.
Jasmine Perline Gracie.
Elijah Emmanuel Haywood.
Tyreek Demone Wallace.
Giovanni Kaiser.
Jimmy Quinton Green Jr.
Daquez DeAndre Barnes.
Darwin David Polanco Cerda.
Mujeda Hussein Sadi.
Armand Jervon Rogers.
Andre Devo Edwards II.
Tadeja Alexis Dominique Dorsey.
Amari Renee McCoy.
There you go, sir.
Amina Abraz Khan. Kimora Renee Carter. Fabrice Samuel Hicks II. Lauren Mariah Pittman.
To conduct the collective changing of the cap tassel. Graduates, please stand. Many doors for you. Take the next step confidently as you have taken this step today. At this time, please move your tassel from the left to the right side. Students have prepared for your final look at your senior memories.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise again. And I'll rise up, I like the waves, I rise up, in spite of the ache, I rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you. The silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet. Move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, we have each other, and for that we have each other, and we will rise, we will rise, we will rise, we'll rise. I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I will rise 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up, I like the waves. We'll rise up, in spite of the ache. We'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, I like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again.
Fitzgerald back in the 1950s. He wrote the blue and gold alma mater during his tenure. I now call on Denise Lee, senior drum major, who will lead our graduates in the traditional singing of the Fitzgerald High School alma mater. Will move down to the gymnasium to receive their diplomas. Please wait patiently in the auditorium library or lobby or just outside the lobby doors for your graduates to return. Graduates will not be returning to the auditorium or the lobby. They will be released through the gym directly outside so that there's not as much congestion in the lobby. While you are waiting for your graduate to meet outside, representatives from the photographer, videographer, senior clothing department, and flower sales are still available in the lobby. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the graduated class of 2018.